Almost a month ago, Nigeria's gross domestic product was rebased, making it the largest economy in Africa. Since that rebasing, there has been a lot of debate, heated, among citizens, government, civil society groups on what exactly the rebasing of Nigeria's GDP means to the country. What is GDP, gross domestic product? It is a summation of everything that a country's economy produces. Since the rebasing of Nigeria's GDP, there has been a lot of facts and fiction put out there to the Nigerian public. The first point of debate about the rebasing of the economy was that the figures were false.
We had the proper certification, and so that's the fact. Nigeria's economy is this size. And we need to understand that. It is a fact. It's not a wish. It's not a promotion by government.
The second point of contention is that if Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa, then why is living standard low?
The rebasing does not change the reality on the ground from one day to the other, but it means that we, the government, the analysts, the international community, understand better where growth is taking place.
High GDP growth does not mean a better life for citizens. It is different from GDP per capita, which for Nigeria is still very low at $2,600. This deals with the individual's economic growth. The biggest economies in the world, United States of America, China, or Japan, are not among the 10 most prosperous in GDP per capita. In fact, China, which is the second largest global economy, is among the extremely poor countries of the world, just like Nigeria.
Population growth on average is 3%. So if GDP is growing by 7% and you want the GDP per capita to grow faster so that the revenue is spread faster, then you have to increase your either increase your GDP so it grows faster than the 6-7%, or find a way of curtailing population growth.
There must be a purpose for rebasing a country's economy.
The rebasing allows you to see what are the key sectors, which ones are rising, which ones are not. Are you really pushing in the right direction when you want to create jobs? So should we continue to leave out telecommunications, which was 0.8% and is now 7%, a very substantial chunk of GDP? We should not look at it and see what policies can make the sector more meaningful for government. Should we ignore Nollywood that has created 200,000 direct jobs and was not featuring in GDP but is now 1.4%?
Manufacturing is the key. I gave an example recently. The 1 million or so applicants, chasing 4,500 jobs in immigration service. I find it very amusing. When UNTL in Kaduna was in full production, it employed direct jobs of 10,000 workers. That's twice the job that immigration service put on notice.
Nigeria has an advantage in a very huge young population. Many of us go to fix our phones, and these people actually have, these young men actually can fix our phones, and there are a lot of them. Now, if you design a policy to formalize this area of activity, give them access to loans and so on, you'll be surprised that they'll move from fixing the phones to writing software for those phones, eventually to assembling those phones. Now you can now create a huge job creation market.
Nigeria's rebased economy has actually revealed more weaknesses in the policy thrust of government than the strength of the economy. But it has also given the economy a better bargaining power in world affairs. It gives more impetus for local and foreign investors to appreciate and invest in the economy. Nigeria is an evolving society, and its citizens are not used to trusting data, especially data from government agencies. They have been deceived for too long, and there is a lack of trust of government and its agencies so evident on their faces. But data is necessary for proper development. Data is necessary for proper growth, and a government that wants good governance will use better data. For the first time in 24 years, Nigeria's GDP has been rebased, making it $509.9 billion. It is only hoped that this government will use properly this data to to make Nigeria not only grow but develop. Imewode Oshomokai, AIT News.